What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Out of War. Last episode, we were still dealing with all the tailings here, and we've got a couple options. All right, we can either use more conveyors and conveyor it out over the mountain even more. We can conveyor it into a storage container and just let it sit there and just let it keep building and building and building and building and building and building. Not even worry about it. Or we can try to build some sort of pit with a flooring to where the tailings will just disappear. Um, I think what I'm going to do is go with option 2 with the storage container. But the storage container is not going to be out in the open. What I'm thinking about doing is, as I'm digging and running material through the plant, I'm going to slowly take this back to where the tailings will continue to fill up this voided area right in here. And then eventually, once it gets up high enough and wide enough, what I'll do is dig a small hole using the hand tool. Gonna have to put in a hopper. And then the hopper down here in the dirt to where it's not able to be seen, I'll then put a storage container. That way, it's looks like it's still falling onto, the tailings pile, but it's not. It's gonna be no longer collecting up down here, and that way it still looks natural, and we no longer have to worry about any buildup. So what I'm going to do is first delete from here on down, so that way I can start filling in this voided area right here. And then eventually I'll go ahead and knock out these two sections to help fill in this void, and then so on and so forth back to where this is all filled in all the way up to here. And then what I'll do is take everything back to where the conveyors stop, which would be right here. Dig down with the hand tool, deep enough to where you can't really see it. And then put in a hopper, and then down here, hidden beneath the dirt, will be a storage container. So that's the game plan to help eliminate this situation. So I have been reading the comments, and I kind of smashed them all together to come up with this idea. So it's a little creative. It's going to take a little bit of time, but I think in the long run, it will be worth it. So let's go ahead and start demolishing this structure here. Making sure I don't forget any. And I think there might be some down in here yet, which means there's probably some down in here. All right, I think that is everything. Nope, there's one right there. Now, is that everything? What I'll do is just check. This will all get filled back in. Oh, man, there's a lot more down here. Did not realize. Didn't know how far down I went. All right, so let's go ahead and delete these. Make sure I don't fall down in here where I can't get back out. This will all, wow. The physics. Gotta love it. Let me back out. I got out once. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. I get it. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and delete the rest of this. And let's get out. And what I'll do is, since I artificially created this hole, I'll just fill it all back in so that we're right back to where we were at. And we don't have to worry about wasting all that other dirt. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and get these And I'm sure that there was more than just that. Yes. Just that. And that'll fill back in. I'm not worried about that. And I'm still stuck in a hole. Okay. So then we'll go ahead and delete these ones. That way when it falls down, it'll fall down into this area here, fill all this back in. And then we'll take this one out. That way it fills this area in if we need to. And then we'll just keep moving back further and further. So, but let's go ahead and dig. We still have just a little bit left of this shelf to finish up. First things first, what we always need to do so that way we got clear line of sight, change it to light clouds. So let's go ahead and head on up here. So if you guys missed last episode, we decided to start digging sideways instead of back towards the back wall. It seems to be a little bit faster that way. As you can see, all the conveyors. But we have just this little tiny bit of the shelf to dig out yet. That's plenty of dirt to be pushing through to hopefully build up the tailings pile to do what we need to do. So, and then once that's done, we can start tearing out all these conveyors, tear down this whole line, this whole entire retaining wall, and then build everything out down here, and then start working on this shelf and working our way back again. So, but that's for a later time. But right now, we're going to hop on in here. We just filled up our fuel at the end of last episode. So what I'm going to do is start digging here. I might do one run down to the wall and go down, check the tailings, see how we're looking, and just keep on checking in on it. So that way we know we're good. So let me go ahead and zoom out here. And let's commence the digging.
Don't wait up. I've been working hard every day, living dreams for a pay stub. Yeah, straight up. 5 years later, like I said, I would make it on my way up. It's all love, coming from the nation, made a foundation, true stuff. Yeah, too tough. We ain't giving up on our dreams, everything is ahead of us. Stay true to your path, it's not where you start, it's all where you're at. It's where you end up when your back's to the mat. Do you cripple the flat or get up off your back? Deliver these facts to see them react. The stadium's packed, they all gonna snap. The motivated attract, the escalated attack. The frustrated hit back, yeah we move fast. I wanna change everything. I swear I'll do anything just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. It's automatic, I'm always getting after it. If you ain't working, I don't understand what's happening. There's not enough time just to be imagining. You gotta take some action towards practicing. I know it's not easy, but you gotta get out there. Make your own meaning, can't afford to have doubts. They'll interrupt dreaming, I just wanna look out there. The crowd all screaming. I wanna change everything. I swear I'll do anything just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no. And I won't let go. I won't stop, no. I won't let go. I won't drop, no.
Alrighty, so we got that row done. We've got probably about another 2 or 3 rows to go of digging. So let's go ahead and head down here, check the tailing pile, and see how we're looking. And see if we can get rid of the next section. Or not. That was quite a bit of dirt we just pushed through. I mean, that little tiny bit goes a long way. We are now over $2 million. As you can see here, it is adding up. So let's go ahead and start getting rid of all this, because it eventually will all be going. There we go. Make sure we get everything. I think we do. And if we don't, we'll find it eventually, most likely. If not, oh well. So there, it's going to start filling up and not only get taller, but it's also going to start widening out. And we might actually have to get rid of... Let's go ahead and start getting rid of that section there, so that way... Oh, man, that's filling up quick. Let me level this out. So that way it can start getting wider. Alright. Eventually it'll run down off the sides. But... And even if not, we can always bring the bulldozer down in here and just grade it all back out. So eventually this will all get taken out and this will all be built up. It'll look more like a natural tailings pile now, instead of constantly trying to erase it to try to get it to do what we want it to do. So we're going to kind of manipulate it a little bit to where we don't have to worry about that anymore. So slowly get rid of this stuff. And eventually, like I said, this is all going to start building up the more it collects. And this is all going to start building back up to this point right here. What the heck is that? Is that dirt? Yep, it was. Alright, that's starting to get a little taller. Is that going to disappear? Yep, there it goes. So once again, we're starting to slowly get back to where we were at originally with the tailings pile. But at least now it'll look better. And all the material we're getting back. Oh, look at that. We just got promoted to level 19. So we're soon going to be level 20 before we know it. We only got one more section here to get. Might as well get rid of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one in right there and right there. Try to help prevent it from overflowing this way. Even though I think it's still going to be covering. Looks like it's still going to be overtaking the supports. But, I mean, that's natural. I mean, it's open. It's going to. So I'm just hoping, if anything, we might just need to not only do the hopper, unless we dig the hole down far enough. I don't think I let this build up nearly as much as I probably should have. But that's okay. Now, we should be slowly running out of dirt here. And I can't really do anything while this is still processing, because if I dig a hole, try to start doing anything, it's just going to start filling up on me and be defeating the purpose. So it is kind of holding it back, so that's good. So I'm just going to let this do what it needs to do. The only bad thing is that I think if I go for the next row, this dirt pile is going to go all the way up like it did before. And it's going to overpower everything. So I might just have to wait this section out and wait for the dirt to stop processing through. So that way we don't build the mound up too high. So let me go ahead and wait on this, and we'll go to the next step. We might not get all the shelving dug out today, but this right here, I really need to work on this so that way we can just mainly focus on the shelving. We don't have to worry about anything else. We got all the other issues solved. This is the last thing we need to focus on here. So that way we can keep digging from here on out. Oh, look at there. I think we're done. Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to level this out slightly. But first off, what I need to do is delete these sections here. That way it can fall straight down. But I want to keep it leveling. What I might have to do is do like a conveyor down into a hopper. Alright, so I was on the right tool. So let's see here. It's going to fall down right in here. Dig down. Yeah, I thought I dug down further than that, but I guess not. Now I will have to dig myself out of this, but that's okay. And actually, the further down I go, there's a void right there. The further down I dig here, the less likely. Okay, we're down to the ground level once again. That's a lot of tailings. All right, so let's kind of dig this out so we have room to work. Because we're not going to see this from up top. But I do want to do... I should have... I don't think I can line this up. So I need to come down to here. Is that kind of in line? Looks like it. And build another one down. Get rid of that one. And we still have the hopper from before. I'm hoping this works. This is kind of what I had in mind, so let's see if this will work or not. I can't tell. It's so confined. The only way we're going to be able to tell is if... Ow! Okay, so dirt fell down in there. So that means I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. Come on. All right. Let's get this going out this way. Yeah, so this is out. So we did put it in the right direction. So that's good. So now we go into the store, buildings, production, conveyor storage, check out, and then we will clip it on the end of that. Okay. So now what we need to do is make sure that the dirt falls straight down into this hole. So first off, we're going to get that. We're going to get that. First off, we need to get some sort of base put down so that way we can snap on the walls. We're just gonna do one of those numbers. Like that. And even though this is a lot of pay dirt probably down in here, it's alright. It won't cave in anymore once I'm out of it. But I do need to get out of here. So alright, right there's sky. Let's see if I can... Alright, so eventually... Okay, there we go. Maybe. See, sometimes... There we go. Right there's a sweet spot. Okay, I had it. And now it's gone. Alright, we might have to bring some dirt down in here. Either that or until we utilize this, we'll just extend something out to where this gets covered again. That's probably what we'll end up doing. So, let's get back to our walls. Are we not close enough? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. Alright, well. We'll just build this up as far as we can from down here. Like that. Then let's get back out of here. And now we just lightly dig that out. We will end up getting this fixed. Okay. We will get this fixed. So just in case, it looks like it's fairly in line. But what we'll do, let's get the roof pieces. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Let's see. How can I do this? I think the only way I can really do this is if, actually, we'll do it this way. Yeah. And then what I can do is do one of those numbers. And then do the same thing here. Why do I keep going that way? And there. And there. Now, this doesn't look all that natural, but I'm sure eventually we'll get it to look halfway decent. Right now, it's just get it to where this will function. So what we can do... Why is that not going to allow me to do that? Sometimes it allows you to do it, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why it's doing that. Sometimes you can place corners down and it works perfectly fine. Other times, it just wants to fight with you. One of these corners have to work. Nope, none of it is. Alright, well, I guess we'll just figure it out. But first off, let's go ahead and run a little bit of dirt and see if our calculations on that is off. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to figure something else out. But for right now, let's just test it out. Oh, why is that doing that again all of a sudden? I thought I fixed this problem. Did I forget to do something? Let's see here. What did I forget to do? I see what I forgot to do. Concrete block. Get rid of that. Let's fill in down here, shall we? Because that's what we forgot to do. And we're just going to do this to be on the safe side. That one, and that one. So this whole thing is now closed in. Okay. So now it should be good. Hopefully. All right. Now let's get back up there. As I said, everything else is good. We don't have to focus on anything else. And the game made me a liar. Alright, so we'll just run a little bit of dirt here. Doesn't have to be much. We just need to see if we are in line for the tailings bin. Alright, that should be plenty for now. And let's run back down, make sure we can try to beat the process here. Just going to take a little bit of time for it to get down there, get through the plant completely, and get spat out the back. Although everything's already in full operation. And it's already getting spit out. And look at that. It's going to slip off the edge a little bit. But that's okay. Now all we need to do is just try to figure out how to get dirt around here a little bit more, which it looks like it might just accumulate on its own. So that might work out in the long run. It'll just accumulate on its own over time. But as of right now, I mean, this is going straight down into the hopper. And it's being put in that storage container. And eventually, hopefully this is all covered around with dirt to where this won't really be seen very much. And then we'll have to somehow get this situation taken care of. But eventually, this will all be covered to where we don't have to worry about anything. And honestly, I can even, like I said, just extend the conveyors out even further to where this is all covered back up again. Which I might just go ahead and do that right now. Now that we know the hopper works and we know where to bring in the conveyors back to, once we get the storage container completely filled over, we can just bring the conveyors back again to this point right there. So let's go ahead and get the conveyors, and we're just going to extend this on out until that might be a little too far. So we just needed to go one more out. Yeah, pretty much. So, oh, that's going to be going right over the hopper too. That's no bueno. Well, let's put the one hopper back on. That way it covers up the back part of the container. And hopefully maybe it'll start making its way back towards the hopper. That way the hopper is completely filled over. So let's try to get a little bit more dig time in here. And see how things work out for us. So let's go ahead and get back to work. We got to keep an eye on this. Make sure that this is good. I think this should be perfectly fine now. So no worries on that. So let's get back up here if I can. There we go. All right, let's get this next section dug out and go from there.
tough times I've been going through, some tough times and I'm overdue. A good sign, maybe something new, some good times, give me any clue. Cause I don't wanna be left over, I just wanna know how it feels to have closure. Tough times I've been going through, some tough times I've been going through. I feel like something's missing, my life's a little dull, think I have a condition. Everything I do, I just feel like I'm existing. I'm in a bad mood and there ain't no point resisting. My mind is on a mission to make me feel different. I don't wanna listen, but it's hard when it's persistent. Darkness is
Alright, so we got that section dug out. And it looks like we're going to have one more section to finish up here. Let's go back and check to see how the covering of the container is going. And then we'll move the other conveyor back and see if we can get that hopper covered, if it's not already being naturally covered back up. Because that dirt will accumulate and coat, like, pretty much make a dome-like effect. Eventually. Oh, it's falling directly onto... So it's going to take a while, because this whole backside is going to have to be... Oh, nope, they're starting to accumulate over top. Gosh dang it. That's what I was hoping for it to do. Just takes a little bit to start accumulating, and it'll all start getting covered back up. So that's what I was hoping for it to start doing for us. Except for now, instead of it going down and over, it's going straight up, but that's okay. It's still going down over the side, like how we need it. So it's just a matter of, and then eventually this will all start getting accumulated around, and it'll just create its own natural dome around this. Except for, I really don't want this to make a finger. Let's knock this back down. So that way it starts going back down the back side a little bit more. Or even lay flat. That would be even better. Come on. There we go. I was gonna say, are we out of dirt? Now, if we can stand maybe right here, maybe we can catch some of the dirt and help the process. There we go. That's not me moving. That's the dirt pushing me. And, oh, we still got plenty. But it's creating a finger again. Knock that back down. Alright, so that's covered. You just got one little tiny corner of it over here, and that, yep, I think it just covered itself back up. Alright, so if we can kind of have it start rolling back this way, which I don't think it's going to help. We're going to have to... Not sure if I can reach it from down here. Oh, yes, I can. And there we go. It's going to naturally start covering that up. While some of it is going into the hopper, but... And there we go. We have a natural looking tailing pile. And the tailing solutions, I think, is taken care of. I think we found the solution to the tailings. And hopefully, if maybe, can we get it to fall back? It's not going to fall backwards, is it? Of course not. Why would it? I mean, it's slowly, I guess, kind of filling in. So we might just have to leave it here for the time being. Even though I just took out what it just filled in. We might just have to naturally let it do its thing and knock it down up in here instead of down here. That way all this can naturally get filled in. But we got a lot of dirt processing through. And this is looking a lot better than what it did. It looks more natural. Of course, that's going to fall straight down into the hopper that way. If it doesn't catch around the edge, it's going to fall straight down to the hopper. There we go. Let it start building up there. Come on. Luckily, there's a point at the top to where it's going down the edges more than it's staying up top. Now that I say that, watch what's going to happen. Never fails. But now I think it's starting to get to the point. Yeah, it's starting to hit the back side of this, and it's going to start getting stuck there. But that's okay. If it can build up the edging around, that'll be fine. So like I said, this is all going to be a process to get it to look how we need it to. And this is starting to create the finger effect. And, well, now some of it's going to be going down into the hopper. Going down that way. And it's starting to stick through. We'll fix that. I think. Alright, but as long as it's doing what it needs to do here, that corner's naturally filled in how it should. We might just have to go ahead and delete this one. And start letting it kind of do its own thing again. And it looks like it's getting dark on me. Let's knock this back down just ever so slightly. Come on. There we go. And kick that piece down. Oh, we're out of dirt. Okay. Well, that was like perfect timing. So there you have it. We got a natural looking tailing pile again. All right. Let's finish up with this shelf. Get that done. And then we can start working on the other shelf down below. So, we got just a little bit more left to go here. We shall be done in just a few minutes. Long time waiting. What is this? Episode 13, along with 2 long live streams. So, it's taken a while to get this down. Well, it doesn't help when we needed the money and better equipment, so we were working on that coal node over there. But we are finally starting to get somewhere with our mine, our open pit here. Now, there are no conveyors underneath this stuff, so it's going to take a little bit of time. To get it knocked down. So let's go ahead and get this finished. And we'll see what we're looking like at the end.
unstable. I feel able to turn the tables, I could do this. Just keep moving, keep your hands up, stupid. I feel lucid, a new view, and I can see the end, I can see my future, I can view it. It's right there for the taking. Everything I've ever wanted, dreams are just waiting. I just gotta fight for it, willing to die for it, willing to like soreness, I just need to hike for it. I'm standing up cause I've had enough. I won't give up, I'm a champion. As long as I'm breathing, I'm not retreating. I could be bleeding, I'll take a beating and keep on proceeding. I'm not fatiguing, cause once I enter the ring, I'll be undefeated. I got everything I need to be the greatest I could be. Watch out, I'm here now. Big mood, no doubts. Big moves, big mouth. Hit hard, knockout. I come from a different pedigree. Destiny don't mean anything. I make everything in my life come to life. Manifest, see the light. Intuition be my guide. This is how I have survived. I'm standing up cause I've had enough. I won't give up, I'm a champion. As long as I'm breathing, I'm not retreating. I could be bleeding, I'll take a beating and keep on proceeding. I'm not fatiguing, cause once I enter the ring, I'll be undefeated.
Alright, guys. So we finally finished up with this shelf. It's been a long time coming. Now all we gotta do is delete all these conveyors so that way we can actually see what it looks like without our little way of doing things here. Shouldn't take too much longer. Just run to the side and just spam that mouse button. Oop, I missed a couple. Probably from pieces flying. Oh, no, maybe I did get them. Okay. Alright. So now we are almost to the end. This row and then one more. Oh! That piece threw me around. I was spamming. Luckily I didn't click on anything I wasn't supposed to. Alright. Let's get off of that tool before something bad happens. So there we go. As you can see, as the sun is setting on us here, we are now able to slowly move all this stuff here. Once this stops processing its dirt, we'll extend this wall out. We'll move all this wall here with the conveyors as well. And I think what we're going to end up having to do is, since it comes out to about right here, we might have to go off of this joint right here, this connection point, do a 90, go straight out with the conveyors that way. And then I don't know how we're going to do it after that. We'll figure it out. We are up Well, by the time this stops processing, we might be almost to level 20. But still, we are a ways away from, let's see, vehicles, dumpers. Yeah, we need level 37 before we get a dumper. I mean, we could get a truck since we're going to be ground level now. And what we could even do is possibly have a smaller plant built up out here and just let the good stuff fall down into the truck and then just bring the truck over and dump it straight into the hopper. We could do that or build up a hopper thing right here and dump it into that. But that's going to take a long time to do. Especially with the dumpers that we have. They're not that big. So yeah, we'll come up with a game plan here as to how we're going to do things from here on out. But there you have it, guys. We are now done with the upper shelf. And, I mean, it didn't take as long as I thought it was going to, but it still took quite a while. But, alright. Let's go check the tailings pile. We didn't check that. I should have. Let's make sure that's working smoothly. And maybe it covered itself up and we just got to dig back down to it. And maybe we're good to go. I don't know. But, I mean, either way, I still got to have the game open until the dirt stops processing. Or I'm going to lose it all. So, yeah, yeah. It's kind of doing what I was hoping it would do. So, let's go ahead and dig this back out here. It's kind of doing what I wanted it to do, so that's good. It's just a matter of getting it to where... Oh, I didn't want the walls. I wanted the... The only bad thing is I cannot get... So that's going to get caught in there at times. There's no way I'm done processing dirt. Are you serious? You gotta be kidding me, right? Alright, well, we're done processing dirt. We got a more natural looking tailing pile here. And now all we gotta do is somehow hide this to where it looks a little bit more natural. Even that, I mean, I guess we can keep it like this. That's not a big deal. But let me know what you guys think. Should we just keep it like that and just let it go? I mean, I'm gonna have to do something though, because you know what I could do? Instead of this and that, I can just put in things like this. And then I was hoping to be able you know what I can do? Do that. And then I had it. There. There. Get rid of that. There we go. So now we have it to where if it goes in, it won't build up right there. So looks kind of funky, but it's going to work. It's going to work. So Anyhow, that's where I'm going to end this episode, guys. Got a lot of work done, a lot of progress done. We got a lot of problems solved. Hopefully, we'll just have to, keep an eye on it just to make sure. And next time we'll be in here to demo this whole front section and try to move our area of operation down and start making more money. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, smash that like button. Click share it off to all your friends who you might think will enjoy this content. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already and you keep finding yourself coming back. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.